The library I recently contracted with sends weekly briefs. Should I try to do them even though they are way out of my comfort zone? Last request was spaghetti western and a minimal track, and I'm doing pop R&B. That's a great question. How much of the briefs that we get sent by the libraries that we work with should we be going for if they're completely way out of what we're used to doing? Sometimes it makes good sense to give things a shot and definitely to push yourself and to stretch yourself. But there's definitely the other consideration where you don't want to get so lost in other genres and other briefs that you're completely, sabotaging yourself and spreading yourself way too thin. This kind of goes back to what I've been telling you guys since the beginning, which is that you really do want to focus on pretty much one genre when you get started with a library and sort of cement your brand with them as the go-to guy or girl for that particular sound. So should you never shoot for those? No, I don't think that's the way to go about it. I think once in a while when you see a brief or an opportunity or a reference track or something that really speaks to you and you feel confident that, I think I can give that a shot, and you feel like it's within your skills to be able to do it. Now, it doesn't mean you're going to get it, and it doesn't mean maybe that the first time you go through this, it's going to sound really good. So keep your expectations realistic. If it's a brand new genre and a brand new style for you, it might not be something you're going to do great at the first time, just like the first time you tried to ride a bike. You were probably falling over and skidding your knees all over the place. It's okay. So you definitely want to, once in a while, push yourself, stretch yourself, especially when it's coming from a brief from a library. The cutoff point that I would put for myself would be if these weekly briefs or these opportunities that keep coming at me, if they are distracting me from my core competency, from my core focus of putting out another album of, let's say, like you said, you were doing pop R&B. So if your core focus is being distracted by all these new shiny objects in front of you because maybe there's a sync fee involved and maybe there's a great amount of exposure with this opportunity, or just you've always pictured yourself maybe wanting to do something kind of cool and out there, right, in some of these different genres. I would say you kind of have to find that balance for yourself. So as long as you're budgeting time to keep productive with your current album, putting out your music, however you're doing it, then absolutely, I think from time to time you will want to push yourself and try these new opportunities. And just so you guys know, you will expand over the course of your careers. You're never going to just stay in one style or one genre your entire career. I certainly didn't. But I always say in the beginning, you kind of don't want to spread yourself way too thin and try to be the jack of all trades, because you will not be. And you will just have sort of average, mediocre, or maybe even subpar music spread across many different genres. And that's not a really competitive place to be.